Hello guys, good day. You're welcome to CAD Baron. So for this particular class, I'll be doing a pedal. Sorry about this. I'm doing a pedal on Autodesk Inventor. So I'll be showing you guys how to do a pedal on Autodesk Inventor. So let me just show you a sample I have on SolidWorks, just to show you how it's supposed to look like. So while I was doing it, I had a little issue here, but on the class, we're not going to have that particular issue. Let me show you how it's going to look like on Autodesk Inventor. So there's the pedal. This is the pedal we'll be looking at. We'll be doing it not on SolidWorks, but we'll be doing this particular video on Autodesk Inventor. So you can see the pedal. This is what we'll be doing today. Okay, you're welcome. So we're going to File. We'll go to File, click on New, Standard, we click Create. First thing, we click here. We'll be using the top plane, this X, Y. Look at the plane. We have these different planes. We have the YZ plane, we have the XY plane, and what's this? The XZ plane. So we'll be clicking on this plane, that's the top view. Then we come to Sketch. What are we supposed to use? Check it out. We look for this rectangle. We'll come here to the origin, we'll click, we'll expand, we have something like this. Can you guys see what I'm showing you? So after doing that, what's the next thing? We'll dimension. We'll click on dimension here. So the dimension from here to here is what? Is 100. Okay. You zoom out so you can get it back. Then what's the dimension from here to here? In Autodesk Inventor, a called constraint. So click here, make it 80. So we have something like this now. As you can see, it's fully constrained. So we come to this part, 3D model, we click on extrude. So we have something like this. What's the thickness? It's 30, like the distance. So we say 30. Then you don't tap enter, because once you tap enter, it saves automatically. So we want to keep this particular job in the middle. So we'll do something like this, symmetric. Click symmetric, then we have something like this. You can rotate to see how it looks like. So this is we using Autodesk Inventor to see how we can be able to produce something like this. Then you click enter. So we have something like this now, right? So if you click on home here, you have something like this. So since we have something like this, the next thing we click here, please. Click here and you click this. Sketch. We have something like this. We come to this point here. Watch please. I'll try as much as possible to make sure it's in the middle. But if it's not in the middle, I'll see how I can be able to constrain it. First, I'm going to dimension it. I'll click dimension. I'll click this. First dimension, I'll make it 15. Enter. Then now what's the distance from here to here? I'll make it 40, because we know that the distance is 80. So 80 divided by 2 will be 40. So 40, you have 40. Then what's the distance from here to this point is how many? So from here now, we'll click what's the distance? It's 15. So we're on track. 15. Okay. So we're good to go. So that means it's in the middle. Now this is what we have. If you're watching properly, so come here, 3D model, click on extrude. We click extrude, we have something like this. Watch please. But we're going to click on reverse. That is, we click on the other direction. Now they will ask you, is there a particular distance you want to drag it to, or you want it to come out? Now there are different ways of doing this. We can drag it manually, or it can be here. Watch. Or I can decide to say up to this point. Up to what point? This is the point. Or I can say no, I don't want it to that point. I want it through. It comes out entirely. So it depends on which one you want to use. So it's coming through, so we click enter. Now we're left with this, as you can see. Now if I click home again, you get to see something like this. Now what's the next step, please? I want to click down the top, we click here, we click plus. Are you guys seeing what I'm showing you? So if you're not comfortable with this as it looks, you can rotate it to your own. You can rotate it like this. Then you have the top like this. Anyhow, you're comfortable with it. So after you do that, the next thing you come here, please watch this. I'll come to this point. I'll produce something like this one. Now I'll come here and I'll produce something like this. Then I'll think of how to constrain it to dimension what of. Okay, so after you've been able to do this, we'll go to dimensions. Let's see how we can create add dimensions to this. So if we come here, we'll make it 23, enter. Then the distance from here to here should be 5. Okay. Then the distance from here to here should also be 5. Done. Then we're going to observe something from here to here should be 5. Okay, then the distance from here to here should be 23 again. Distance from here to here should be 5. Then same thing applies from here to here, same 5. So we accept that. Okay, so we have been able to do this rather than going through this the process of doing it again. Then I didn't tell you guys what's the distance for this. Let's see, 42. Okay, so 42. So rather than going through this process of doing it again and doing your dimensions, all we have to do is what? Create a line, produce a line from the middle. So let's say we take the line from the middle. We know the total length, right? So watch, please. Go to dimensions from here to here. What we're seeing is not in degrees. We're not working with degrees, so the line should be straight. We're not working with degrees. So click here, so escape from the dimension. We click here, we click delete. So we're not working with the degree, we're talking with the line. So we need to know the distance. So from here, you click here to here. We're supposed to get 40, it should be in the middle. So since we have been able to get this, what do? We want to mirror it. We want to mirror this one, this rectangle and this rectangle, to produce something like this. So we click on mirror. What are the mirror lines? What line are we using? This is the mirror line. Then let's say the select entity, we come to like highlight. We highlight this. Then you click apply. So you get to see how it looks like. Then we click done. So we have been able to do that. What do we do now? We come to 3D model. We click on extrude. Then we want to cut. So we click here 1, click here 2, 3, and 4. So we click on this. This is a cut. As I told you guys, whether you want to cut through, but we want to cut through on this particular one. So I'll click this. Cut to a point. This is the point, or you want to cut through, the same process. So we're going to have something like this. Enter. So this is what we have now. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Then we're going to see how we'll create a fillet. Okay, if I click on home, we have something like this. We'll go and create a fillet. We'll create a fillet. Now watch, I come to my fillet and I click here and I click here. So what's my fillet radius? I'll make it 20. That's the fillet. That's how it's supposed to look like. I can tap escape, like escape. I don't want to do this. Escape. So I'll click on fillet again. Watch please. I'll click here. 1. I'll rotate. So I'll click here 2. Then I'll make it 20. 20, enter. So I have something like this. Then I also want to fillet the outside part of it, this outside. Let's see what we can be able to do. So I come to fillet, I click on fillet, I rotate so I can be able to see the edges. One, I come to this other side, please watch, and zoom in, I click in 2. So I've been able to get this, watch please, I've been able to get the fillet and I click OK. So I've been able to get something like this done. So it's not far from whatever I showed you guys. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Please watch. I click here, watch, I click there and I click sketch. So you have something like this. I come to cycle from this center. You can position it properly so you see from this center. I click here, I expand, and I click here, and I also expand. So the first one, if I want to dimension, the first one is 40. Then I have to dimension the smaller cycle. I'll rotate so I get to see it. This is the dimension. This is the dimension. It's 17. So 17. Now because I want to cut through, so I go to 3D model, click on extrude, to cut through. So what are the regions I want to cut? That's it. So cut to a point. This is it. So this is what I'm expected. So if you make any mistake here, it also affects your output. So I click enter, watch guys. Oh, that's for extrude. So if you make any mistake, you come and click on edit feature. So I was supposed to do cut, not extrude. So you click cut. So this is what you have. Please watch. You have something like this. So if I don't click the inside, you see the output. So I click OK. Correct. Are you guys seeing what I'm showing you? Then the same principle again applies to this. Whatever I've done the other time, I'll do it again. I click here. I click sketch. So if you don't like this appearance like this, you can turn it. So watch please. From the center of the origin, I click first one. Let me dimension it so even if it's right, I can get to the first one is 17. Enter. Now what's the second one? The second cycle from the origin. The second is 40. I come to this point and I click 40. So I have something like this now. There was the next step. And I click on 3D extrude as this. So they'll ask you, is it to what point is extrude cut? So to what point? I zoom in properly and I click here. So I get to click OK. So I have something like this. So I've been able to get something like this. I guys see, I've been able to get this. This is just the pedal. We're still working on it. You zoom in, as you can see. So now watch please. So guys, please watch. I'll click here and I'll click sketch. So I have something like this. I'll use a rectangle. Please watch. I come to this point. I have something like this. One, and I'll come here and I'll do something like this again. So I hope I'm not making any mistake. Or if watch zoom in. So I have to come here, make sure it matches with this. I have to come and make sure it matches with this. Then the cut is going to be 5 millimeters or something like this. I just have to confirm if it's matching properly with this, if it's aligning with this. Make sure it's aligning well properly. So I have something like this now. Watch. Then I come to this point, 3D, click extrude. Watch please, and I click on to cut now. To cut. No cut to. No, we're not doing cut to. Not all through. So just in this. So what are we? First, you click here. not extrude. You click here. We're not extruding. We're not making it a solid. We're cutting. So what are we cutting? What's the thickness? Just 5. Let's see. Put 5. You click OK. So we have something like this now. So since we have something like this, we have been able to place what I want to create an. Okay, so since I've been able to do it on this side, I don't need to go through the stress. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. I don't need to go through the stress of doing it again. So all I have to do is to mirror it to this other part. Watch. So first of all, I click on plane. I choose the plane. I'll click on mid plane. Watch, please. So I want to be in the middle. I want to make the reference in the middle. 1. I rotate. Please watch. I click here. 2. So you get to see that the plane is in the middle. Now I want to do what we call a mirror. Watch, I click on mirror. They ask you what are the mirror plane. You click on mirror plane. So this is your mirror plane. Then what is the feature? What is the feature? It's the last job we did. What's that feature you want to mirror? It's the last thing we did. So I just click here. Say feature. Look at it, features. So if I click OK, get to see how it is. So watch, we have been able to do it. Are you seeing it? So it's the same now. Then all I have to do is to hide the visibility of this particular job. So I come this particular plane, I click here, I right click and click on visibility. So if I click on home, I have something like this. So I've been able to get something like this. Now you guys see what I'm showing you. I've been able to do something like this. Okay, so after doing that, you click here, I come and click on sketch. Then the next step, I can use my rectangle again. So from here to this, and I come to this point, watch please. From here to this, I click escape. And you guys see what I'm showing you. And I click on 3D model, extrude. I click here 1, and I click here 2, 5, extrude. I click OK. And I'm able to get something like this. Watch, I click here, I click on sketch. I produce a cycle from here, from this center, I expand, from this another center, I expand again. So now I dimension, watch please, watch. The dimension is this cycle is 17, enter, then this is 15. So after doing that, I click on extrude. I click here, so the extrude will be 10, and I click OK. So immediately I'm done with that. Then I want to see how I can do a fillet. Now click on fillet. Watch. I click. Let's see what we can do. We click fillet here. Watch please. Click a fillet here. The fillets, we're going to make it 10. So just to make it look real, come here, click a fillet, and let's see if we click here too. Click a fillet, then you click OK. So I've been able to get this particular job done. So I've been able to get this particular job done. So what's the next step? I come to this top and I click sketch. Please watch, everybody, watch. I come use a rectangle like this. From this point, watch please. I produce something like this. Not too big. So I use my dimensions, I zoom in. I can drag it. Okay, watch please. I take it a little like this. I click here from this, no, not this. So dimension from here to here, I just make it 5. So I have something like this now. Now I want to put a pattern. So I can create some that structure that looks like a teeth. So I wouldn't like to do it all over again. So I would have to just say I can do a pattern, that is a rectangular pattern. So first they will ask you what's the direction, what direction do you want? I'll take this direction. How many, what are the number you want? So I want up to 7. Then the geometry now, what's the geometry? What do you want to really work on? So I will highlight it. Then I'll click OK. It's going this way, so it's going this way. So I can say Ctrl+7. Why is it going that way? Because I didn't change the direction. So pattern again. Watch please. Direction. You click here. See now it's going this particular direction. So the number, how many numbers I need? 7. Then you click on geometry, all the geometry you need, you highlight this particular geometry, then you click OK. If you have a distance at heart or at mind, you include those distance. Then since I've been able to get this, you can see, and what's the next step? I click on model, extrude, and it's a cut, so I will click on them individually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what's the thickness of the cut? The thickness of the cut is just 3 millimeters. So then I'll click OK. So with that, I've been able to get something like this. I'm still trying to get the pedal. I'm still trying to get it. I've been able to do that. Now. Okay, so after doing that, let's see how, since I just finished this particular teeth, we'll do that principle again for the plane. I come to mid plane, please watch. Select your plane. I want to make it in the middle. 1, 2. So the plane will be in the middle. You watch, please. Mid plane. 1, you rotate, you click here. 2. So the plane is going to be the middle. Now you want to mirror. That's the mirror. So what is the feature you want to mirror? The last work we did, like click on it. So what's the mirror plane? This is the mirror plane. So you get to see this green, or call it preview, like it shows you a preview of what you want to do. So once you click OK, you get to see it. Then let's move over to hiding the plane visibility. So right click on visibility. Let's see if we can do a little fillet to make it look more realistic. Click here, watch, I click here. 1, rotate, come to this point, then I come here, something like this. Let's see here, come here, and I click here, and I click OK. Nice, enter. So I've been able to get this particular pedal. So what's missing, can you guys see what I'm doing? So after doing that, watch, I'll come to this point, I'll click here, and I'll click sketch. I'll just produce, like, just create a rectangle for this rectangle. I come here, watch, and zoom in, escape. I come to this point, zoom in properly, I move it up to this point. Just to create a little cut, I click on extrude. That's it, not extrude box, but we are going in a little. Now make it 2. So this, I'm comfortable with this. So this for the pedal, as you can see. So I've been able to do this particular job. Then the next, just to see how you can fine tune it, watch please guys. I click here, I click on sketch. Then I come to this point, watch this. So I'm going to use plot. So I'm going to click here, then I expand. Doesn't look straight, but I'm going to see how I can position it to something like this. Then I think of how to constrain it from this point to this point. Should be 60. Enter. Then the dimension for this is 8.5. No, but it doesn't look straight to me, so I'll use this. Watch this. No, cancel. No, not this relationship. Watch something like this. So I won't want you guys to adjust yours like that. So it's a double slot. Let's see, we already know the length, and let's use the length to get it. So from here to here. Okay, we're not talking about angles, we're talking about we have something like this. Okay, so we are just to come here, come to this point. We say perfect 15. So it's okay now, it's fine, it's cool. So we can either take it forward or backward depending on how we're okay with it. Like this now, then you come to this part, click on extrude. So we're extruding just to 2. You can see, right? So click OK. So we have something like this, as you can see. So what's the next step? I click on that my mid plane again. Mid plane. I'll come here, 1, and I'll rotate. I'm sure you guys are already used to selecting plane in Autodesk Inventor. So please try to like and subscribe on the channel so that you can get more videos. So we have been able to do that particular job. So I want to create a mirror again. You're used to this my mirror style. So what's the first? You can take a mirror plane. What's the mirror plane? I click here. I see it. Then what is the feature? What feature am I taking? So this is the last job we did. So you see the preview here again. You get to see the preview. So this is the preview, and I click OK. So I've been able to get something like this. Now, since I've been able to do that, I want to see, I will hide the visibility. Let me hide my visibility. Hide my visibility. Then what's the next thing? I'll come here, I'll click here. Watch please. I'll click here and I'll click on sketch. I'll click there and I'll click on sketch. Then I'll come use my cycle from the origin. I'll click and I expand. I'll go to dimension. I click here. I make it 20. Enter. I come to 3D model, extrude. I just want to create a close there. Then I'll click inside. So the close should just be 2. I'll click OK. So I've been able to get something like this. This is a pedal. Now, as you guys can see, this is how the pedal looks like, a pedal for a bicycle. So I can decide to say I want to color it, and I click this, use a uniform color. This is Autodesk Inventor. I can come and click here, please watch. Then I can come and click here. Then if I want to be more detailed, I'll engage all of them individually, like this, like this. Now you guys see what I'm doing. So like this. So guys, so if I want to be more detailed, I'll click here, click here. Please guys watch. I'll zoom in, I'll click here, click here. So then I come here, I click here also. So that's it. Okay. So what's the next thing to do? I just want to make some fillets to make it look good. So I'll come here. I can come here, do something like this. Let's see if I make it 20. Let's see how it will respond. The response will not be much, so we can make it 50. Let's see if I make it 50. It's not going to show for that. It's not going to show, so just cancel. So I've been able to get the pedal, as you can see, guys. So if I click home, so this is the bicycle pedal. Then if I want to also, I can also decide to do a fillet. Guys, please watch, just to make it look better. So we can make the fillets, we'll make it 1. Come here, you have to be doing them individually. Watch please. 2, 3. Just see how we can make them individually. So we have to be doing them individually like this. 1. So I'm still trying to put the fillet just individually. So click enter. 5 of the filleted accept. So okay. So we have something like this. So the same application, whatever we have done here, we can just since the fillet, we can still choose and make sure the effect comes here again. So guys, so we're done with the bicycle seat. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget CAD Baron. Thank you. So whatever we have been able to do on Autodesk Inventor, we can also use the same procedure to do it on this is SolidWorks. So you can get to do the same thing on SolidWorks, a pedal, a bicycle pedal, as you can see. So now here is we doing it on Autodesk Inventor, the same dimensions, everything. So please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you.